Here's a technique that I use all the time, and it will come in really handy, especially for the label. Here I have a label shape, and I'm going to select it. And I'm going to do something called an offset path. But first, I want to show you what happens if I were to duplicate this. I'm going to copy and paste. And if I were to scale this smaller, let me change the color so you can see. So the one that I scaled down, it does fit inside the original, but you can see it's thinner in places and thicker in other places. Now the offset path, check this out. Pull down the object menu to path to offset path. And here you can see that it scales the new one down or up, depending on what your number is, perfectly evenly. I like to use points for this, but you do have to type in PT for points and then toggle that. Toggle the preview. Let's try 15, minus 15, so the offset will get smaller. Now you can see I forgot to type in points and it's doing inches, and so that's not doable on my small design. So let's try points. Once you have the number that you like, you click OK. And here in the layers panel, you see that we have the original, which is the bigger one, and the offset, which is the smaller one. Just so you can see it more clearly, I'm going to change the color. Another neat thing is that each of these can have a stroke. So each of these can have a separate stroke. And of course, you can change the color of those strokes. All right. Now let's try this one more time, but using text. So you do have to create outlines. So I have this word in a big, thick font, and it's created the outlines. Again, if I were to duplicate this and scale it down, it would be even more noticeable here. So let's change that. Right, look at that. Now, let's delete that one. Okay, I've selected my text. I'm pulling down the object menu to path to offset path. Again, it's important to try different sizes and toggle this. So let us try minus 8 and then PT for points. Toggle that. Maybe that's a little bit too small for this one, so minus 4 PT for points. Toggle that. Click OK. I want to show you a couple of things. Right now, the inner, the offset is selected. So while that is still selected, let me go ahead and change the color. And here in the layers panel, you'll see that if I open up layer 2, everything is grouped together. And if I open that, you can see right now all of the pink ones are selected, and that's every other one. So sometimes it's a little difficult to manage. So while that is still selected, I'm going to pull down the object menu to group. And now here in the layers panel, you can see all of the pink ones are their own group, but then all of the others are still in there as well. So what I like to do is turn off the pink one and then select the black one. Make sure the pink one is not selected. We can lock it and then join or group, object group. So now here, when I'm dealing with text, we have a pink one that's a group, and we have the black one that's a group. So that is the offset path. It is especially great for the label shape.